Oh shit, I should probably have the game window clicked on. Hey everybody, it's Ace Attorney time.
I'm normally not even on my C game.
I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, it's trial. Let's do it. No need for recap. I only kind of remember what happened last week. Every week...
We're gonna investigate a parrot. We're gonna give him the squawk.
Nice. December 27, 10 a.m., District Court Courtroom number 3. Isn't it usually number 4?
I don't know.
Bonk.
Who pays attention to that?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready.
You didn't even... Who's the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so...
Objection! Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. I've lost it. I need to get it back.
What's your hurry? Oh, water! Wait, fuck, now I'm thinking about it. Water! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of a statement or something?
Objection! Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'm going Australian.
You're not Daniel Feldspa.
I'll call my witness now.
What if you did the party platter as a way to center yourself?
I would like to... for supper.
No, it's
for supper.
Supper.
I would like a party platter. There we go, okay.
There you go.
I call my
really
witness, my decisive
no
witness
idea.
to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Or is it? Oh, it is.
Witness, state your profession. What about his name?
Huh? Yeah, I am the proprietor of the restaurant Wit and Noodle at Gold Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna double check if I'm supposed to raise an objection.
I have to imagine.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Objection! Wait a minute.
Who the fuck is this guy?
The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Objection! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predict this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Trivial
right.
question, like the name of the witness.
Fun
Who
fact.
are you? That's not important.
The DL6 file you found last stream stated the incident happened in 2001. Because it's been established that it was 15 years ago, that means this game takes place in 2016. Oh, fun.
They're so young. Witness will state his name. I'm not having this bullshit. Not really sure, yep. What the fuck does that mean? In my memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness?
Witness testimony, the night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
You know, my boat rental restaurant.
And I heard a bang, yep. I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. As the boat comes ashore and a man walks by my window. I was like, who the fuck are you?
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection!
No. No cross-examination allowed.
There is nothing to witness. There was nothing to witness in my witness's testimony. Yep. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Don't.
Obviously.
Even if you don't cross-examine, Karma's about to have a heart attack believing his 3 minutes is up after Maya presses you to check the witness's statements, okay?
I think the
What do you-
version
what do you
is the one that gets... What? What?
Yeah. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well. You may begin.
Ah!
Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma.
3 minutes just passed.
Are you okay? I see. Well then, let's just take our time.
Fucking...
You may cross-examine the witness.
I like how he's just kind of like,
Sure thing, bud.
It's been longer than 3 minutes. Good.
I'm glad, frankly.
The 24th, just after midnight. So the thing is, like, the man that walked past the window is, we should have more information about that, I assume. Hold it!
I assume.
By your window?
Yep, by my window. Outside the window, my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to the testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this. You can read this one, it's new.
It's not.
No, this is a new one after, though.
You're new.
Man walks by the window.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Press him on the statement. Hold it! Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Uh-oh. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
I know.
Witness! All
You don't have to
should...
apologize to me. You have to apologize to yourself.
I'm sorry. That's okay, I forgive you. Witness! Are you
Everything's
sure
settled
that
then.
the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy.
What?
This sounds like divisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt other than Wade just fucking fell over.
Von
The
Karma?
fuck was up with that?
He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going.
I'm surprised you're allowed back in here, considering you were held in contempt yesterday.
Nick, it was only a little contempt of court.
I can have a little as a treat.
As a treat, I can be in contempt once. It's fine. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Wait and see what happens. No. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Objection! Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Why? You are ignoring the truth of the matter here.
His other hand on it.
Why? Everything in the witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I mean, objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, objection! Mr. Wright.
But he's not.
In a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence?
No. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
Okay, bye.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Guilty.
accused to surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial at a high court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. I'm gonna go get a falafel.
It's Larry.
Wait! How did you know?
Who is that just now?
Me!
Huh? What? Larry?
But what are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me, man. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Gasp.
Order.
Objection! What is the verdict of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Montcalm. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting there in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Von Karma's side sprite is really good there.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
George, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick. This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Rude. Well, rude. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
How did you know that? How did you know what I was thinking? You're right, okay. I didn't say that out loud. I didn't say that one out loud. That was weird. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Bonk. I mean, I didn't write it down or anything yet, so... just erase that shit, you know? Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it's our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
Court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Damn. Oh, I can't believe you've done this. To me.
Oh, believe it, Buttercup.
December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something, right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
I was just thinking about the murder. The murder I committed. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh. I like holding things.
With my hands. My human hands that I have.
With my human hands. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze.
Where's Minion Steven Smash? No, stop. You stop that right now.
Minion Steve.
No.
Yes. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
That's what happens when you do things without
Well,
thinking.
alright. I see. Right.
Yeah.
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success.
To answer your question, Malagai, I feel pretty ambivalent about it. His kit looks fucking wild, which excites me, because I love people who... I love characters that fight weird. Like, don't get me wrong, the fighting game characters like Terry are very good, but people who have just fucking, like, weird shit are the best.
I think it's a hilarious thing that I can say Minecraft Steve is in Smash. That's it. I just think it's the best thing they could have picked meme-wise. I have no other opinions. I don't own Smash.
Josh doesn't own Nintendo products. Not anymore.
Not really, no. Nope.
You had a
They're
DS.
expensive.
You had a DS at some point, but that was
I had
years
a
ago.
DS Lite, a DSi, and a DSi XL, and a 3DS, all one in a row. Obviously, because I'm not gonna own two handhelds at once. That'd be ridiculous.
Right.
And I used to have a Wii way back in the day, and even before that, I had a GameCube, and even before that, I had an N64.
I didn't.
But
know you
now I
had an
don't
N64.
really own Yeah, way back in the day, I had owned Superman.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, turns out we never got past the first level. I found that out way later. We even tried to get one of our babysitters to beat it, and he couldn't.
Incredible.
But yeah, I have no real reason to get in Nintendo consoles in general, and I think the reason I don't own a Nintendo is because that shit's like always expensive.
Fair.
Just always. It never loses value somehow.
Yeah, and like even used like DS games are still $40.
It's crazy. It's not worth it to me. But
Yeah,
that's
fair. I mean, you got a PC, you play your free games,
Oh yes.
and we get free games with Epic now every week. Anyway,
I still believe Nick will get into Smash. He could even have Edge with as an alt skin. Granted, you could also say that about Dante and Virgil.
I would love both of those, Dante and Phoenix Wright. I mean, Edgeworth and Virgil would be wild without the other two first, but like,
I want them to add Ronald McDonald.
he's not from a video game, but Pepsi Man though.
Are you really making the claim right here and now that Ronald McDonald's never been in a video game?
No, he probably has. I wouldn't say Ronald McDonald is primarily a video game character.
Fine, then the Chex guy from Chex Quest.
Fair enough.
Cool spot.
Anyway.
This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
Von Karma sucks at improvise, and that's all you've done your entire career. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
Of course it will.
That's right, Nick.
Of course it will. He's Larry.
No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. December 27, 10:35 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 3.
He showed me a Mega Drive game solely to plug macas.
Which is
Perhaps
what they
macas.
That's what they call McDonald's
Call
in
it in Australia,
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I was just reading about how the Prime Minister of Australia shot himself in a macas in 1997. Or perhaps macas. Is it macas or macas? 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 Macas?
No idea.
Macas? Macas?
You can
Macas?
keep saying it until there's a reply in the chat, but I don't even...
I'm asking you, Steven.
I don't
Where's
know.
your Australian lore?
I don't know. I would assume macas because it's less annoying to say, but I don't know.
Like, is it sound like moccasins or no?
Does it sound like those shoes they got up north, or a
I do be strutting in my pair of moccasins, you know.
Mm,
I love being able to say no.
yeah.
Oh, it's the best. You just found out about that? Scummo shitting in Macca's has been a meme for years. Yeah, but it just showed up.
Macca's.
It's from Macca's. See, it is Macca's.
Macca's. Well,
Macca's.
no, what do I know?
Macca's. Because it's McDonald's.
That makes sense.
McDonald's, you know? That's why I said Macca's, because like you said, it like that was my initial thought, but then I was like, it's probably Macca's.
Yeah.
Because Mac.
Yeah.
Macca's.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know why. That just became a thing on, like, Reddits that I was following. Like, I saw 2 different things about the Prime Minister shitting himself, like, today. And I'm like, what? Why? I mean, it's hilarious. It's like when I found out Scottish people still really hate Margaret Thatcher. Anyways.
Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw
Everything?
Macca's.
on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry,
Larry
don't
Butz.
mess this one up. I hate to admit
Oh,
it, but
I'm
you're our
going to.
last chance. And Karma
Come
didn't
on,
even have
Jake.
time to prep
When
his
have I ever
witness.
ruined anything?
I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
Oh yeah, they have plenty of reason to hate her. That it's just really funny to me.
Where's Thatcher? That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
Did you steal that boat?
Nah, I borrowed it, dude. It's like renting without paying. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Wait a second.
There were 2 gunshots though.
There
Larry.
were 2 gunshots.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, we'll begin your cross-examination.
Does Larry qualify as a himbo?
He's not. I don't think he's buff quite buff enough.
I don't think he's beefy
What's
enough.
Steven? Do you have that triangle again? He's on that triangle for sure.
He's definitely on the triangle,
have-
but I think he's just like stupid and nice. I don't think he's not
Yeah.
particularly buff.
Yeah, he's not chunky enough.
Don't got enough meat on them bones. Yes,
Yeah,
Your
damn
Honor.
bones. Man, I don't know why, but it's just really funny to me to have learned that it's like a long-running meme about the Prime Minister shitting himself in Australia.
Excellent.
I'm still thinking about it. Sorry. It's so fucking funny.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
just
good.
shit himself. Just shit himself in a Marcus.
Shit himself like a
Knackers.
wizard at Hogwarts.
God, I love that they just shit themselves. It's so good.
Fucking stupid.
Was the Prime Minister in fact able to magic away the shit in this Macca's? Did he does he have
It's impossible to
Oh
say.
man. It's super funny.
If we can ever get the former Prime Minister of Australia back to on the show,
It's
I'll
just-
be sure to ask him.
It's just one of those things where it's like when you find out someone that you don't like just shit themselves. Anytime they're like saying anything, you just be but you could be like, yeah, but you did shit yourself though.
You did
anyways.
like publicly shit yourself.
It really gets to me. I don't know why. It's super good. What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no
So-
idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Oh, yeah. That is the name of the city that I saw. I have no idea how to say it though. Engadine? Engadine? Who can say? Australians, am I right?
It has a progressive gay channel. Hell yeah, it's almost all of us are some kind of gay. Scum probably wouldn't go near you. That's fair. Dang it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never know. Gosh, I'm sorry.
I'll have to make my own channel just to get him on. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. He loves
Cross-examination.
Jesus like a lot.
So the two
And
gun.
Jesus loves us.
So the two gunshots thing, as you picked up on, is
Two shots.
there were 2 shots, and we have evidence about that. What was it? No, we have 2 pages of evidence. 2 sounds like gunshots after midnight on 12/25. Objection! Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard 1 bang? You're sure?
That's what I said, man.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same
Jesus
thing.
rather than canon Jesus. What an incredible way to describe that. That's funny.
And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. So I was confused just now. I'm like, yeah, the first gunshot was the thing, was the tank exploding. But I forgot that thing was out on the
like a day ago.
Yeah, that
happened days ago, dude.
Yeah, it was like 3 days before that he lost that thing.
Yeah.
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please. Come on, bro.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butz,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order! And stop that booing! Fucking rude. Mr. Butz, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
What kind of channel do you think Larry Butz listens to?
Oh, I'm sure we'll find out.
Mr. Roncama, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, shall we continue the testimony?
Yeah. Oop. Yeah, continue, I assume.
The alternative is
The alternative is
Edgeworth goes to jail.
Edgeworth goes to prison. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butz. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other
John
option.
Fitzgerald karma.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
Here comes another one of the big memes. This one I'm not sure why it's a meme. What was the meme, Molly guy? I think
We'll find out.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's still coming.
Yeah.
I see. Now wait. Then don't tell me, Molly guy.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to like real boom and loud, like But I'm sure I heard the gunshot, in between all the sick bass. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve, listening really loud, heard the gunshot. Remember what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What was he saying, Larry? Hold it! What did she say? Objection! Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good could young knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Roncarmer has a point. Allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Fine, very well. Yeah, shit, I'll buy that, whatever.
Who cares?
Mr. Butz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot.
Wait a second. Now, do you know why this one's a wait a second?
Because of the timing. Because didn't the gunshot happen at midnight or some shit?
It was, the other two witnesses said, like, after midnight. And also, the autopsy report says time to be sometime on the 24th or 25th. It's vague. It says present lake photo or Lotta's deposition, so... let's do this one. Objection! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's in the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Oh,
that's
this
the
it?
meme. That's
I
the
bet
meme.
this is it.
That's the meme.
Yeah. No, this
people
I
post
get.
it. People post it every December 24th.
With the other ones. Yeah.
Do you realize what this means?
It fits nicely in that niche of the things where it's like every 60 seconds, every 60 seconds Africa, a minute passes.
When he heard the
it's like in
gunshot, it
that
was
same
still
vein.
Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes?
But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean?
That's a good question.
The prior two witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says we heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him.
So-
Suspicious.
is what my dad said every time I tried to listen to Christmas music before the 21st of December when I was a kid.
Dang.
I start listening to Christmas music like the instant it becomes December, or just like any time after Thanksgiving.
Honestly,
I'm like, it's Mariah Carey time, it's Wham time.
Last
What?
Christmas.
I gave you my heart, but the very next day.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butz's claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Well, I mean, if he's wrong, whatever. If he's wrong, there's no advancing the trial, so. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. I think the photos have, like, time codes on them, right? Empty
That
lake
would make sense to me.
empty lake taken automatically at 12:24 at 11:50 p.m. Hey, take that! Look at this photograph. Every time I do,
Every
it makes
time
me.
I do it makes me laugh.
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh! But there's nothing on the label in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us?
Good question.
What are we? Mrs. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. What?
Why would this be?
Objection! Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court any evidence you may have.
I mean... Oh, the pistol was...
the camera, right?
No, the pistol was fired 3 times.
3 times. Oh, right.
I didn't notice that until just now.
I didn't notice that either.
I was like just looking over my evidence like, what do we got? Take that! This is my evidence, he says, pointing a gun at the judge.
Holy shit, alright, dude. Come on, you win. Fine. The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times, a fact I forgot about until this exact second. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots. Gun shops. Gunshots. Separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50. Another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick.
Pawns is dead.
Why? I was in a coffin with a dead guy!
I love that whole scene because he flails about so spectacularly. Where he's like, I'll sock you! They punches him. Oh my god!
I killed him again!
I killed my dead friend! I'm sleeping here with you, Pawns.
It's so good. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! Boy, I wish I knew what he was
What's wrong,
realizing.
Nick?
I have it! I have it! Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya!
Yeah, yes.
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right, I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
I mean, that's true.
You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. It's cleared up the whole case?
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
What, of course not.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have a photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
What if he just said that part out loud, too?
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. I mean, it's Edgeworth and the murderer, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be for this to make sense. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Are you mad, bro?
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright. What's the name of the murderer, then?
The murderer's name? Wright. It's It's Miles Edgeworth.
Alright, guilty.
I mean, it's not. I'm fairly certain it's not Lotta, so I don't know is the only answer that makes any sense.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
None of us do, because he forgot it.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time!
Ooh, that
I
was a
don't
good
know
time.
because
I
he
was
never
gonna be on
told us. Eh? The murderer is the caretaker of that boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Why? Where did he do this? There were any boats on the lake then?
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did this murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Who's he talking to? Me?
Boat rental.
I mean, probably the boat rental shop, I assume.
I'd assume.
Yeah, boat shop, yeah. I was double checking because I wasn't sure. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Objection! Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. I love this boat just sort of wandering around. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it, and he returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop! Did I do it? Did I get it right? Mr. Wright. What happened that night at Gold Lake?
I'm glad he's asking us as if we know for sure and they're not just kind of bullshitting as we go.
Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. That's a hell of an image.
Bam!
This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
I mean, the boat shop. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why did you shoot twice if you didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Know this, Mr. Wright? The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. The first shot missed. To create a witness. I mean, I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Let's create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving that pistol in the boat behind him.
Why?
Why indeed?
To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men in the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, Then he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. That was a weird line read. Bang.
These are the events.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Very well. While we are waiting for Mr. Caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
I was sitting here the whole time.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Mr. Oncama, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already... What the fuck? A search warrant... Yeah. A search warrant is... Yeah, fuck me. Okay. For supper. For supper.
I want a party platter.
A search warrant is...
What do we
the
got
warrant
swimming in my pool?
Warrant is fucking me up for some reason. A search
Warrant.
warrant. A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department use all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood?
Didn't answer.
One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is.
Still doesn't answer.
Very well, court is adjourned.
Bonk. Once again, Larry has saved the day. December 27, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it.
Yeah? Well, at least we got... Oh, fuck me. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony.
Did the stream die for just me? It looks like we're still up as far as I can tell. Try refreshing.
Alt F4 Mullah guy.
Like, he may or may not be able to hear us. Anyway.
Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean.
I wish we could get a case that was less convoluted.
Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry.
I've
never smiled once.
Not once in my life has a smile crossed these lips.
I'm pretty sure I lack the capacity. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth? Just kiss already.
I love you. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed 3 days ago.
A crime you committed?
On Christmas Eve, when I shot Robert Hammond. A memory of a murder.
Chapter ends. To be continued.
Ooh.
If it gives us a save point, I might just call it for the night. We're not going to make terribly significant progress in 15 minutes of investigating.
No.
So,
and the judge had too many lines, so my throat is killing me.
Fair enough.
I've not learned how to do this without destroying myself.
Fair enough. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for... Fuck, what do we play on Friday? Yakuza.
Final fan... Oh.
And have a good night. Listen,
Bye.
Listen, it's only been a whole month since we started. I still don't know what game it is. All right, have a good night. Bye.
I never know what you're playing on Fridays.